So your attention should be concentrated on the life-saving measures that support normal breathing and prevent obstructed breathing. And also a ring pad bandage can be used, which is like a ring and it sits on the head, and it's donut shaped and it gives circumferential um coverage such that bleeders all around, because the head is a very vascular area and you've got bleeders all around, so a circumferential control of the bleeding is obtained. Blast injury, sometimes you can have explosions because of sudden and violent disturbances of the air. So the blast injury, what you have to do is it can damage the lungs, where the manifestation is वो जो cough आएगा ना उसमें बाहर, that is blood stain. Okay, and this is one condition where you do not give morphine. I have already discussed that. Also, because of the blast injury in your head, you can have a knocked silly state. That is, the person is completely in a dazed state. He's something like behaving like a zombie, and he is not able to react to simple things, or no simple things like it's time to go to the washroom, it's time to have lunch, उतना भी नहीं समझता है उनको. This is just for around 24 to 48 hours. It is a transient stage, and in a few hours or a day or two, things will normalize. We should think of them as very small children and tell them firmly what they must do till their recovery is done. Also, you can have blast injuries in the abdomen, and especially problematic is it causes internal bleeding in the abdomen. What you must do is check for a rising pulse rate and a falling blood pressure. If that is there, that means there's a collection of blood inside, and you need to be careful. Okay, these are the three types: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Bleeding from the nose. How many of you have had this condition, bleeding from the nose? Yes. How many of you had bleeding from the nose?
मैम बचपन में
Hmm.
I experience.
Okay. Then what did you do?
मैम
मैम
सर
आए
उल्टा करके
मैम सीधा मैम लेट जाते हैं मैम.
सीधा लेट जाते हो?
यस मैम.
अच्छा. कुछ लोगों ने मुझे बताया था कि अनियन सुखाते हैं, कुछ ने बताया था कि मुंह पानी से
नो मैम,
धोते हैं.
वो खेलते खेलते बॉल लग गई तो मैम सो गए 10 मिनट तो खून में बंद हो
ठीक हो
गया.
गया, अपने आप बंद हो गया.
सेम हुआ था मैम, बॉल
यस
लग गई
मैम.
थी, नसकड़ी फट गई थी, तो सर
अच्छा,
उल्टा
कभी
करके
कभी
पानी
बॉल नहीं भी लगती है, स्पेशली अगर नॉर्थ इंडिया में नानी के घर जाते हो ना समर हॉलीडेज में, तब कोई पूछता नहीं है कितने भी घंटे खेलते हो धूप में, तो ज्यादा कॉमन है ना. Yes, so bleeding from the
यस मैम.
nose is more common in North India in summer months when you play
यस
for
मैम.
hours together with no control whatsoever. Yes,
यस
यस
मैम.
मैम.
yes. किसी को कुछ कुछ पुराने दिन याद आए होंगे, मुझे तो याद आ गया मेरे नानी की विजिट्स.
आगे
तो
मैम. सच
लॉन्ग
में.
गॉन है, आई कैन नॉट इवन थिंक. अब मेरे बच्चे जाते हैं नानी के विजिट, ऐसा हो गया अब, है ना.
यस
So
मैम.
what happens? What you must do is medically what you must do is press the soft part of your nose with the thumb and the index finger for 10 good minutes. And believe me, अभी जहाँ बैठे हो वहाँ ये करके देखो. It is not a very simple exercise. 10 मिनट बहुत बड़ी बात होती है. और ऐसे स्टेज में मतलब आपको ब्रीदिंग माउथ से कंटिन्यू करनी पड़ेगी और ऐसे करना, तो काफी डिफिकल्ट है. ओके. Anyhow, this is the standard management, and in spite of doing this for 10 minutes, if the bleeding does not stop, then what will you do? Then it's very simple. They say again press for another 10 minutes. Still, if the bleeding does not stop, if I cut the face like a lemon into two halves, this is what the cut section looks like. This is the nasal bone, this is the tongue, and that's the hard palate. Okay, and actually, this is the tongue. Oh, how can this be tongue? This is the tongue. ये तो back of nose है ना. हाँ. This is the hard palate. This is one teeth you can see. Okay, so this so much area is tightly packed with a gauze piece, which is put in paraffin wax such that it is soft and it occupies. So because of the pressure, this is again applying pressure at the pressure point. These areas are bleeding, so we are packing off this area such that the bleeder stops. This will definitely help. Then after 24 hours, you can pull it out and the bleeding will settle. what to do if there is bleeding from the lip, cheek, and tongue. Then use a piece of gauze or a swab. It is done best by the casualty himself looking at the mirror. This is just for sake of completion. Bleeding from the ear passage is problematic. SAE bleeding from the ear passage does not happen. You have to be very, very careful. What you must do is take a large gauze pad, put it near the affected ear, and bend your head down towards the affected ear. Then whatever blood is getting collected will come out. Do not shove anything inside the ear, then it can be problematic. All you have to do is just place your gauze piece and collect as much blood that is coming out. Whenever you touch the nearest show, you don't have to change the you don't have to change the pathway of the ship for that. But whenever you touch the nearest show, that is in 2 days, 4 days, or 10 days, you must immediately contact an ENT doctor, otorhinolaryngologist, that is ear, nose, throat specialist, because there's a common pathway and all bleeding from the ears need a special evaluation. Clear? Suffocation. What if there is suffocation? It is caused by gases or smoke. So the golden rule is do not enter enclosed spaces without proper precautions. So can somebody tell me what are the precautions for enclosed spaces? Yes.
Ma'am, environment check, then proper ventilation,
Okay.
proper PP, breathing apparatus,
It is, what is the name of the breathing apparatus? What is it called?
self-containing breathing
Kaba.
apparatus,
Called
CSCBA.
Kaba. Okay. Then what else?
Environment check, ventilation, presence of gases, toxic gases, amount of oxygen present, SCBA, PPE, proper PPE,
Okay.
working PPE in a conditioned room.
Okay. Fine. So you must wear the proper protective device. Then you must have proper ventilation. You must have a friend who's waiting upstairs for you in case there is an emergency. You have to have a work permit, and only then do you enter into enclosed spaces. Still, if you think there's a compromise, immediately get your casualty to fresh air, give artificial respiration, heart compression if need be, and administer oxygen. Okay. Transporting, we have already done all the slides. I'm just seeing these are cravat bandages for the hand, for the eye, and here that's see this is the triangular bandage which is being used to support the arm. Here it is being used to use as a bandage for the foot. Here it is being used at the eye. So one triangular bandage, multiple use. Okay, oxygen therapy. It is essential for life, and if unable to get enough oxygen, it can cause damage, lung suffocation, carbon monoxide poisoning. Normally, we give it through a disposable mask, a concentration of 35% at the rate of 4 liters per minute. And in severe chronic bronchitis, only 24% is given. Okay, that's about oxygen therapy. Here I will pause. No, I'll just finish the section. Just remind me, I have to tell you about the different positions. Okay, who's going to remind me? Vansh, will you do that? Vansh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just remind me about the different positions. Okay, coming on to diabetes. It's a lifestyle
And
disease.
different positions of?
You just tell me different positions, Batana, I will
All,
remember.
all right, all
Hmm.
right.
Diabetes is a lifestyle disease and it is a killer disease. These are the symptoms, insulin shock, all this you don't have to know. Yeah, this is nice. What all are the risk factors that you must control for heart disease? You have to take care of your stress. You have to take care of your cholesterol level. You have to maintain blood pressure. You have to maintain sugars. There should not be a hypertension and diabetes. There should not be a family history of a heart disease. There should be walking of at least 35 minutes, no obesity, okay, and a high fiber intake. So all of these will control. तो इट इज द ऑपोजिट, अगर इनमें से नहीं करोगे तो प्री डिस्पोजिशन टू हार्ट डिजीज ज्यादा हो जाएगा. ओके, if there is a heart attack, how do you go about managing it? Now, the moment you suspect a heart attack, what are you going to do? if you fall into any of those high risk categories and you're actually thinking that it is a heart attack, then what you do is give three medicines at home itself. The first is called nitroglycerin, which is a sublingual medicine which takes care, the fifth point which I have, relaxes the blood vessel and it eases the blood flow to the heart. Then the other thing what you must do is take aspirin, take clopidogrel, and take atorvastatin. There is a particular dose in which you have to take 150 mg of aspirin, 300 mg of clopidogrel, and atorvastatin 80 mg. Okay, take the three of them, the loading dose at home, and you reach to a healthcare facility which is at a tertiary level because they will need more things to manage. Now, the moment you reach the hospital, they will take out an ECG for you and they will do two important enzyme levels which are known as TROP-I and TROP-T. ट्रोपोनिन आई एंड ट्रोपोनिन टी. अब ये सब हमको क्या बताता है? मुझे तो बहुत मजा आता है बड़े बड़े कॉम्प्लिकेटेड वर्ड्स बोलने पे, ऐसा नहीं है, but that's the way it is because this is very basic. So I want to convey these terms for you. So the doctor will study the ECG pattern, and especially what is indicative of a heart attack is something which is known as an ST elevation. If that is there and the TROP-T and TROP-I enzymes are elevated, then unless otherwise it indicates that a heart attack has happened. अब हो गया, अभी आगे क्या करना है? Two ways of maintaining it. I mean, two ways of carrying out the treatment also. What you can do is give something like these streptokinase, urokinase, put it into the circulation. ये क्या करते हैं? Heart attack क्यों हुआ? Because वो जो main feeding supply था heart में, there is a block there. So what these drugs they do is they break up the clot और उसको proper circulation में बहा देते हैं. तो वो जो block था वो चला गया तो heart attack reverse हो गया. Similarly, heparin also prevents formation of dangerous clots and it is a blood thinner agent. तो वो जो मोटा मोटा ब्लड हो गया जो क्लॉट हो रहा है अपने आप, क्लॉटिंग टेंडेंसी बढ़ गई है, उसको वो पतला कर देता है. So it easily flows. So clot is not there. So all these episodes are reversed. Once that has happened and the patient is a little stabilized, then you will have to do something which is known as an angiography. Now, what is an angiography? Anybody? I'm sure किसी ना किसी के पेरेंट को तो हुआ ही होगा angiography. Tell me, what is an angiography? Nobody?
Ma'am, removal of fat particles from the veins like that. I don't know exactly what it.
No. You've gone a little haywire. Angio means blood vessels. Graphy means the study of the blood vessels. So this is a technique which is a invasive technique by which we inject a dye via the femoral artery. Where is the femoral artery located? On the inner side of the thigh. Okay, and this dye is like it's with a contrast, so it goes till the heart, and it at that time when it's reached the heart, we take a lot of pictures, and it will tell us till where the whether there is a block or whether there is a block, whether there is no block. Because if there is no block, then till all the extremes of the heart, blood will reach. But if there is a block, it will stop and some sections of the heart will not receive the blood. So depending on that, whether it is a 50% block, 80% block or a 100% block, accordingly further management is done. If it is only one vessel or two vessel, then you can straight away do something which is known as an angioplasty. Have you heard about this word? This is all hi-fi knowledge that I am giving you. Now, what is angioplasty? It is like वो जो block हुआ था उस blood vessel में, they will open the blood vessel and they will put in a balloon over there and that will open it, and then what they will do is एक expandable mesh लगा देंगे वहाँ पे. वो क्या करेगा? It will oppose the walls of the blood vessel and such that they do not collapse back again and form a clot. That is a kind of hi-fi correction that is done. So what are they doing? They are doing a angioplasty and they are placing a mesh. I will like to stop here and show you a picture of the mesh because it always stays in mind. Wait, let me download one. This is it's called coronary stent placement. See, can you see this picture? Over here, if you see in the yeah, if you see in the first picture over here, here, that yellow thing that you can see is a block. Then they have put this jali like thing that you can see. There's a balloon in the first one, and in the third one, even the balloon is removed, and there's only a mesh that is present. I'll just show you one more diagram of the mesh. Even if you type stent angioplasty on Google, that's where I'm getting these pictures from. You can see. I just want to show you what a mesh looks like. See, this is what a mesh looks like. Can you see? ऐसा थोड़ा सा मेटालिक है और एक्सपैंडेबल जाली के जैसा है. Have you got the concept, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a much
Yes, ma'am.
better picture. See, something like this. Okay, so it just goes and it sits on the wall of the vessel, और फिर वहां पे कोई ब्लॉक नहीं होगा और वो फॉल बैक करके ओपोज नहीं होगा. और if it is patent, the blood will flow and there is no problem. That's the basic thinking. Okay.
स्टंट यही बोल
इसी को स्टेंट बोलते हैं. स्टेंट से आपने रास्ता खोला, वहां पे बैलून डाला और फिर ये मेश छोड़ के आ जाते हो.
गॉट इट.
इसका ही नाम स्टेंट है. हाँ, बराबर है. मेश बोल रही हूँ मैं, बट दिस इज द स्टेंट या स्टेंट. करेक्ट. ओके. This is one more picture here. See. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that clear? So now, never do any delay. Whenever there is a possibility of a suspected heart attack, you must immediately take the patient and rush to the nearest hospital, because the earlier the treatment started, more better is the outcome. Because more you delay, there are more chances of the muscle getting infected and more damage happening. So you should be fast and you should be smart. What to do for an allergic reaction? Okay, stay with the patient, assess the patient, and immediately give antihistaminics. Good. Can anybody tell me the name of one antihistaminic? You all must have definitely
What?
taken. Antihistamine का नाम बता सकते हो?
Allergy.
Yes. Have you heard about the name of citrazine?
Anti-allergy.
हाँ, anti-allergic. Citrazine is one. Or have you heard the name of Avil? कभी Avil खाई है? कभी नहीं. Elagra M ऐसा नाम सुना है? Sinarest LP. Elagra M ऐसा कभी नाम नहीं सुना. Fexofenadine होता है उसमें. Monter LC ऐसा नाम सुना है? Monter LC. I can't believe it. Yeah, so you all are not seeing, but it is not possible that in an entire lifetime you have not eaten these medicines. Definitely. For any
ये
sneezing,
सॉल्ट के नाम ले रहे हो ना?
मैं सॉल्ट का नाम है सिट्राजीन, फेक्सोफेनाडीन.
सिट्राजीन ले रखी है.
मैं सॉल्ट के नाम नहीं ले रही हूँ. मैं जो कॉमनली अवेलेबल शॉप्स में जो मिलते हैं जिस नाम से वो नाम ले रही हूँ.
कॉमन नेम ले रहे हो ना, जिससे मेडिसिन.
कॉमन नेम सिट्राजीन. CZ
यस मैम, मिली हुई.
सुना है?
हाँ जी.
और वो सुना है एलाग्रा M?
नहीं.
नहीं. मोंटेलुकास्ट करके नाम से आता है. मोंटेर LC.
एडविटा प्रो.
क्या सुना है?
एडविटा प्रो.
एडविटा प्रो. ये क्या होता है?
दवाई
देखो मैं भी देखती हूँ. रुको, क्या होता है एडविटा प्रो? कुछ और ही बोल रहे.
मल्टीविटामिन है शायद.
अभी फिर मैं एंटी एलर्जिक की बात कर रही हूँ ना.
एंटी एलर्जिक में सिट्राजिन सुनी है.
Edvita Pro. Edvita Pro is multivitamin and supplements. Thanks for going haywire, Vansh. Stay on the topic.
Sorry.
Okay. Mild reactions, you can have swelling of the lip, face, and eyes. Like, this is very common. My sister's daughter, from her childhood, whenever she takes paracetamol, also, she will swell up. Her whole face will become red like a balloon, and it's very irritating. Meaning, she just, even the throat swells up. She is allergic to as simple as paracetamol, also. We have no option. We have only been doing कोल्ड पट्टिया, क्या बोलते हैं ना, ठंडे बर्फ की पट्टिया करते हैं हम उसको, बुखार होता है बचपन से आज तक. शी इज 25 years now. She cannot take even a simple paracetamol. She is so allergic to it. Okay, so people, those who are allergic, will realize even small things can be very irritating. Okay, what are confusions? Ecchymosis and hematoma. In simple language, collection of blood is hematoma. Ecchymosis is a discoloration. It becomes reddish to bluish purple to greenish to yellow to normal. It takes time to fade away, but overall it will become reddish to blackish first of all. नील पड़ना जिसको बोलते हैं. Okay, with this I finish these also. Yes, now I was supposed to be telling you, Wona, positions. Do collect this book once you come here. This is just a part of what I'm saying. The rest is, this is what the book looks like. It says International Convention of STCW, Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping, and this is the Great Eastern Manual. Okay, see here, these are the different positions. What is this? Anybody, which position is this?
Recovery position.
The recovery position. What is being said? I'll just read out. This is the position for an unconscious patient. Turn him face down, head to one side. No pillows should be used under the head. Pull up the legs and the arm on the side in which the head is facing. Pull up the chin, stretch the other arm out, and clothes are loosened. This maintains an open airway. The tongue cannot fall back to the throat, and the head and neck stays in an extended position. It cannot be used if there are fractures in the upper or lower body and when the casualty is in a confined space. Now, what is this? This is the next position. What is this? It is called the prone position. उल्टा लेटा हुआ है. वो कब होता है? In case of burns of the back and wounds of the back. This is the prone position. The third position is supine position with leg raised. Can you see this? When does this happen? In shock. I told you the legs are not so important at that time. So you must raise the legs by 30 centimeters off the ground. And here to do so, they have placed 4 pillows below the leg. This is the Fowler's position. We have already discussed this. The half sitting position. This is used for people having difficulty in breathing, and the patient is kept in the sitting position with 3 to 4 pillows. And the last one is the dorsal recumbent position, which is the patient is kept on the back and a pillow is there under the head, and this is used for fracture of the spine and also to give CPR. It is a little bit of a summary where all the position and their uses are there. I'll just send off a picture for that for you, so you'll have the summary. I have sent it to you on the WhatsApp group. Okay. So this is about the position. The recovery position is very important. Okay. Fine. With this, I have finished everything that I have to say. There are a few videos of DG website. Should I start showing you, or do you need a little break? Jeet, after this, I'll need your help. Okay?